As I sit in the corner at my two-door bedroom closet, I can clearly see all my room. It's filled with white, worn, used furniture. And over here is my canopy bed with peach bedding, and all around smattered or stuffed animals. As a 9th grader, all of 13, I would daily doodle in my secret notebook, hidden in the corner of that two-door closet. Loser. Failure. I started the year with such excitement and such vigor, I decided to try out for cheerleading, and I didn't make it. So, all right, I'll try acting. I've been a lead in plays before. I wasn't even cast. Surely I can be a student counselor. No. Failed. Failure. 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 And that moment I decided I would never feel that way again. I would never throw my heart over the line just to have it broken. I would just hold back a little bit, just in case I didn't make it, so I wouldn't have to ever feel that pain again, so I could blame something else other than myself. Years later, God gave me one of the greatest gifts. He made me go through DIQ. Not once, not twice, but 3 times. Because when you do the thing you fear the most, the death of fear is certain. The second attempt, I booked 27 parties, and 27 parties consecutively canceled. The third attempt, 9/11, and I live in the DC area. I flopped over the finish line. I hit every minimum you could hit. There was no glory story. But I had to learn one thing. I had to learn the formula to never fail. Do you want to know what that is? To get up just one more time, then you fall down. I had to learn to embrace the suck. I went on to achieve a $600,000 unit club my very first year as a sales director in Offspring 3. So what am I saying? Am I saying embrace the suck? Today I'm going to tell you a series of stories that in and of themselves just sound like, wow, that really sucks. And on the other side, you may notice the laughter that can come later, the growth, the strength, the skill from all the sucky, seemingly insignificant, annoying, and sometimes painful moments. Embracing the suck can create some of the most fruitful and glorious outcomes. Now first, let me tell you some of the gifts that came and the women that put me on the platform to share my story. Please stand while sales directors at the Boston Career Conference as I shout out your name. Our destination, our very first Destination Red Achiever, Nyoka Triumphant Wright Smith. Michelle Faber Francis. Bodacious Betty O'Brien. Maria Tenacious Fernandez. Cherie Vivacious Griffith Dunn. Kristen Flash Vernon. Senior Sales Director Chrislyn Pizzazz Lewis. Now literally, and I'm saying like this morning, she just finished her premiere card. Give it up for her. And Senior Sales Director Premier Level Debbie Dazzling and Pink Cadillac Future National Sales Director Brianne the Believer. To our adorable director in the audience, Kimberly, excellent. DIY at this conference to show my deep belief and appreciation for transforming into a national area from our single family tree to creating an orchard, starting with the Believers Area Offspringing this year. The way you rally together makes a difference. It makes my heart swell in unimaginable pride. I sit back, Brianne, and I watch you lead in a way that I couldn't do better. You stepped into your greatness, all while remaining grateful and humble and giving and lovable and coachable. And Brianne, you are a beautiful mix of strength and power while honoring the legacy that you come from. I could not be any more proud of you or more grateful for each and every one of you. Everyone, let's send love and support in their direction in a big round of applause. This is huge. A national area. Okay. Are you ready for a truth bomb?
Yes.
Are you ready? When we protect ourselves from great failure, we inadvertently protect ourselves from great success. Through every great success is failure. That is the deceit of success. And we must have the knowledge that it's not what happens to us, it's the meaning that we attach to what happens to us. This has been the iron force of my life since the beginning of my Mary Kay career. When 27 parties consecutively canceled, I mean, really, shut up. I could have easily seen this as a sign to get out. Or I could have seen it as a sign that I am built to lead so many people that he had to create a large amount of strength in me. Is he creating a large amount of strength in you?
Yes.
And it's not always glamorous. As a top sales director at this particular point, I had been queen of sharing twice. Here comes one of my stories. And I was privileged to be asked by Gloria Mayfield Banks to speak at her fall advance. Yes, you can give her a big round of applause. And I had been wanting to write an affirmation, you know, like how she comes out, one of the statements, forever. So I finally said, I'm going to make myself do it on the drive to fall advance. I wanted to honor her so badly, so of course I didn't have it memorized yet. I placed the piece of paper in my grandmother's purse for the moment to come, and the moment came, and I reached for the piece of paper, and I reached, and I reached, and it wasn't there. So then I reached, and then I reached, and plop, it fell right out on the floor. Sometimes you have to embrace the suck. And sometimes it's just plain gross. Like the final time I spoke to a sales director, it was a career conference stage like this one. I was 4 weeks from birth with my second child, and I was fully ripe. I had this horrible cough, you know, like the intense, like from your toes cough, that kind of cough, with the belly out to here. I'm sleeping trying to sleep at night, cough, pee, cough, pee. So the point where you have to get up and change, try to go back to bed, cough, pee, change again. Finally, I was like, forget it. I put a big bath towel between my legs. And I just kept coughing and peeing. I probably slept 45 minutes. I was so big, they had to wheel me. They're SOSing me. It's time to get on stage, now. I'm in a wheelchair. I get up on stage and perform. You can see it on YouTube. Not one cough. The best. You would never know. You have to embrace the suck. On April 23rd, our little Zayden arrived. In that time frame, we had 3 little additional cherubs arrive that were key players in developing our national area. Our goal was to finish our national area April 1st, 2013 for the 50th anniversary to coordinate with the birth of our babies. Wouldn't that have been great? But that just didn't happen. So when our son was born, Zayden, he was born with a broken collarbone. And soon after, we found silent acid reflux. And if you've ever had a baby that has silent acid reflux, you know that sometimes it causes them to catch their breath. And so that was my little guy. He would breathe like this. And when your baby can't breathe, it doesn't matter that you're in the qualification of your lifetime. That's your life. So I held my baby upright for 6 weeks straight, watching him morning and night. Heaven forbid he would stop breathing, because if I laid him down, he would scream in agony. I pulled out every kind of homeopathic and regular doctor trick I could. And finally, from a simple Gerber probiotic, for those of you looking, and some gas drops and massage, I could finally put him down on June 16th for the very first time. We still needed to finish 5 sales directors, 2 premier cars, 3 unit sizes, and over $140,000 in production. A well-meaning sales director came over to help, along with multiple others, and this beautiful woman, I mean, she's inside and out beautiful. She's one of my favorite humans on the planet, still to this day, asked a very innocent question. She looked at my board with all that going on, and she was like, so, if we don't make it, what's plan B? And I was like, okay. Take my hand, walk with me over the imaginary bridge. Boom, it's exploded. It is obliterated. There is no going back. There's not a plan B. This is plan A. We're going in this direction only. It is done. Defining moments will define your life. You will be caught up with your back against the wall, and you have a choice. Burn the bridge. We became a national area with the very last person signing at midnight on the last day. At 12:30 a.m., she came in legit with her credit card with a $4,800 order. That has never happened in my life. Truly, miracles can happen when bridges are burned. And who took as much ownership in finishing along with me? The yin to my yang in business, in addition to my husband, your next national sitting there in the audience, Brianna. She had her very first baby, too, and she was just as committed to finishing the area as if it were her own. You see, the more involved you get in finishing a win, whether it is your unit's car, your unit is in directorship, you're finishing a unit club, director qualification, you're finishing a unit club, the cruise, or a national area. The more you are involved, the more you are developing yourself for your own big wins. What you sound to the lives of others comes back into your own. Comes back into your own. Sometimes it takes years before the happening, for the understanding, the gap for perspective to take place. Lean in, my friends. Lean in. Lean in to the process. Embrace the suck. As if it was going to be your job that you've done for the umpteenth time, or packing lunches again, or brushing your teeth. It's the process that adds up to the win. It's not the moment of the win. We might not even notice the new improved woman we've become, or man. It is a journey that stands within you long after the destination is met or not. So, as you focus on Destination Red, know your true win. The full circle lifetime skills that you will develop in the process of working to obtain that win. The woman you get to discover you truly are. The confidence you'll gain by doing something bigger and bolder. It all adds up, creates the glorious tapestry of laughs and deep memories and losing parts of yourself you didn't even like, and gaining parts of yourself you like better. Gathering friends who were once on your goal poster. For me, one of my best time in Mary Kay began on the top sales director trip. It can begin for you at the Destination Red cruise. There has rarely been a contest that allows you to focus on one thing to open up the floodgates of everything. Destination Red is everyone's single focus. It will get you a car. It can get you a larger unit size, a top trip, and yes, even a national area. Now, don't wait, for heaven's sakes, until June 30th, because it will only create excitement for people around you, but they will no longer be able to do it for themselves. And so if you finish early, when you finish early, you get to inspire others to do it along with you. And you might even not even realize whose dream is attached to yours. So give them the opportunity to finish because you did. I'm going to leave you with a few things that I said to myself daily as we shut down this national area. I'm going to speak quickly so you can record if you want to. As finishing anything big requires the right thinking. So first, I erased my tracking board completely and turned it into saying victory board, as if it was already done. I wrote the following statements. Don't delay, act, that's my job. Visualize daily the victory. Pay no attention to what the eyes see, only what the heart feels. The universe is not bound by time. Faith is being certain of that which is yet unseen. And this is meant to be so big that it can only happen with God. So that if we ever doubted him, we'd be forced to see that he had been there all along. Step up, bold enough and long enough to give God space to fill in the gaps. If you haven't done certain things that are going to be necessary parts for your business ever or in a while, it is going to feel heavy. It's going to feel overwhelming and possibly in your imagination exhausting and intimidating. But you, my friend, you know that you ought to do it. If you are feeling the call, but you don't do it, you are denying God's holy and incomprehensible plan on your life and the lives connected to yours. So pull up your bootstraps, baby, because you are a woman and a warrior. You have been called for a time such as this, and you aren't supposed to feel like it. You're supposed to rise. Rise to the uncomfortable, because greatness, my friend, greatness is only on the other side of rising into the uncomfortable. You are supposed to trust and embrace the suck. It always gets easier over time. It always does. So get up one more time, my love, and call the warrior woman inside of you. And embrace this temporary suck, because Destination Red is for you. Because you and you and you too, and you over here, and you in the back, and you in the corner deserve it. So I'd like you to rise and claim it. If you feel you have been called, rise and claim it. And repeat after me. Rise and claim it if you have been called. Repeat after me. Destination Red is for me.
Destination Red is for me.
Yes.
Yes.
And say it with me. Destination red. Feel it? See yourself on the
deck.
Ready? On the deck?
Deck.
1, 2, 3.
Destination red is for me.
Now feel it with everything you've got. Speak it to the universe, speak it to your faith, speak it to the generations that would be grateful for the woman you became and the warrior you figured out you are, and the person who inspired the person next to you, and the one who inspires that next person, and the person that you get to be proud of, and the woman you get to use as the stepping stone to the next place and the next space. Everything inside you. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3.
Destination red is for me.
Yes! Let it be your launching pad.
Woo! Woo!